This is QTV News and I am Jenna Wasonko. Coming up. 2 witnesses on Monday appeared before the TRRC with connection to the 2000 student protests. Debate on the President's State of the Nation address adjourned due to Vice President's absence. The 2019 edition of a vibrant talent show supported by QCell has been launched. The victorious team in Standard Chartered's annual five-a-side competition have won the right to see Liverpool Football Club in action at their Anfield home. Those are our top stories, and now the news in detail. Stay with us. 2 witnesses on Monday appeared before commissioners of the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission. Awasane Bite, a police officer, and Alaji Dabo, former vice president of the Gambia Students' Union, testified on April 2000 students' protests, in which over a dozen students were killed, while many others sustained serious injuries. And Sumana Isonyasi is covering the TRRC proceedings, and he files in this report.
Awasane Bite, a serving member of the Gambia Police Force, and Alaji S. Dabo, former vice president of the Gambia Students' Union, gave chilling details as they narrated their ordeals and the events of April 10, 2000, following a students' protest in which 14 lost their lives while many others sustained life-changing injuries. First to testify was Awasane Bite. In her testimony, the witness said she was posted at the Koru police station when they allegedly came under attack by a mob of angry students who stormed the police station, pelting stones, and embarked on a vandalizing spree on the morning of April 10, 2000. Testifying further, the witness alleged she was 4 months pregnant at the time and that she had a stillbirth as a result of the events of that fateful day. She told the commission that she was hit by a stone on the stomach and that some of her colleagues sustained injuries as they ran for their lives.
So buma gene rek ma fekk boy bi ci counter bi ak bidongam bi.
So when I came out, I met the boy on the counter with his gallon.
So mu soti ma essence bi.
So he threw the petrol on me.
Man tam ma push ko.
So I also pushed him
because yoon bi ni.
So that I could pass because
after the counter, yoon bi reut.
Because after the counter, the way out was not wide enough.
Man tam ma push ko.
So I pushed him.
Mu tok.
He sat down.
Dano dafa tok.
Where he fell, he sat down.
So mu for hair mu jam.
So he picked up a stone and stoned me.
So while lol taxut bu ma jamé man dama continuer ma daw ma gena ci bi students.
But that did not stop me. After he stoned me, I forged on and I ran away from the students.
Furthermore, she alleged she was invited to the Kadaba police station few months later, where she had a meeting with service chiefs. Her statement was taken and was told she would be compensated, a promise she alleges has never been fulfilled. Next to testify was Alaji S. Dabo. The witness, who was vice president of the Gambia Students' Union at the time, said government showed no interest in investigating the alleged torture of Ibrahim Bari, which led to his death in March 2000, and the alleged rape of Binta Mane by police officers. He told the commission that following government's refusal to investigate those 2 incidents, the Students' Union decided to stage a peaceful protest, a move that was unsurprisingly met with a violent reply as government unleashed soldiers and PIU officers on unarmed students, which resulted to a national crisis, and several students lost their lives and many others sustained life-threatening injuries.
We were arrested and taken to the PIU headquarters at Kanifi. Upon arrival, we were asked to alight from the vehicle. I think the worst came at that moment when they were hitting us from all directions, beating us.
Hitting you with what?
Their truncheons and then the gun boots this time round, because that was at the camp. They were PIU officers with guns. They were using that to beat us while we are managing, struggling to get into one of the offices that we were temporarily detained.
Following the incident, the witness alleged that some of the executive members were arrested and charges preferred against them, but they were later released. He also told the commission that there were several failed attempts by the Jammeh administration to change the leadership of GAMSU. Ansumana Isonyasi for QTV News.
The scheduled debate on the President's State of the Nation address, which should have commenced on Monday, has been adjourned by deputies to Wednesday. Aliou Ceesay was at the Parliament and he files in this report.
It's been quite dramatic here at the National Assembly in Banjul, where deputies were to commence sittings on the State of the Nation address by the President, which was held last week. However, the sitting has been suspended due to the unavailability of the Vice President, who was to represent the President during the debate. At the start of the sittings on Monday, the deputies passed a motion moved by Member for Wolli East Sidia Jatta for the House to stand down to allow for the executive to be represented during the debate. The deputies observed that it was inappropriate to debate a document from the executive without their presence.
The person apt to speak on behalf of the President in this assembly is the Vice President. And we are debating a speech made by the President. I'm not saying that other sectorial ministries should not be here to respond to concerns expressed by members, but key person is the Vice President. In the absence of the Vice President, the President can choose somebody else to represent him.
After a brief discussion, the session was halted for an hour for the executive to make their appearance.
It has been moved and seconded that this assembly stands suspended for an hour to enable the executive to be present. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. So the ayes have it.
Under the Constitution, the Vice President shall represent the President during such sessions on the State of the Nation address. However, the Speaker of the Parliament, Mariam Jack Denton, said the VP was out of the country on official business. At the resumption of session, following more discussions, the executive was represented by Youth and Sports Minister Hadrami Sidibe and Fisheries Minister James Gomez. Just as it appears session was to proceed, the member for Upper Fuladu West, Sana Jawara, citing the provisions of the Constitution, pointed out the illegality of MPs debating the issue without the presence of the Vice President.
We cannot accept, any other cabinet member, which this Constitution did not mention, to come and answer, to the President's call, which is unconstitutional. So proceeding from here would actually be an unlawful act by this assembly, and I think we don't want to commit that crime.
Despite several attempts by the Speaker to convince members to proceed, MPs declined her appeal.
And I did indicate earlier on that the Vice President is not in town. He's out of this jurisdiction, so there is no way that she can be here with us at this moment in time. Now, whether she will appear before the end of the deliberations, I cannot tell. But all I know is that all the concerns will be taken, and I think and I hope they will be adequately addressed. And I think I would just want honorable members to bear with us so that we can proceed. Otherwise, we will just be going backwards and forwards.
Veteran politician and member for Serekunda, Halifa Sallah, took an opposing view to that of the Speaker.
In terms of representing the President in this National Assembly, it is only the Vice President who is authorized, is mandatory to represent the President. But we also know that all members of Cabinet may also come to this National Assembly, shall also be requested to appear to deal with any matter dealing with their Department of State. That's what the Constitution is saying. The reason why I raise my tag, Honorable Speaker, is because of the need to put an end to this practice of having a minister absent or a Vice President absent. The Constitution is very clear under Section 227. There are acting appointments. Anybody who appoints a person can also appoint any other authority to act on the behalf of that person. And we must begin the trend in this country. We have abandoned the principles of good governance. What is important is that any time any minister goes abroad, the President should appoint an acting person from any of the other ministers and simply publish it in the Gazette, and that person can appear on behalf of that minister or on behalf of that Vice President. That is what should start.
To settle the matter, the decision to either suspend or otherwise the session was reached after voting via a show of hands. Sessions are due to resume on Wednesday. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
The 2019 season of Rising Stars Africa is declared open by the organizers, Banks Entertainment, announced at a recent press conference. Babukar Fati has the rest of that story.
Entertainment plays an important role in people's life and in the social economy of many countries. In the past, many talent shows organized in the Gambia collapsed due to inadequate funding, lack of public support and capabilities of the organizers. Rising Stars Africa is a show geared towards discovering and promoting amateur local talent by giving them a platform to showcase their talent in music, comedy, poetry, dance and magic, amongst others. According to the organizers, Banks Entertainment Rising Stars Season 3 audition will start in November this year at Q City Hall in Bijilo. Declaring the event opened, the CEO of Banks Entertainment, Mariam Banks, calls for sponsors to come forward and support the event.
Rising Star Africa Season 3 promised to be bigger and better. Our current budgets stand at 3.7 million, and apart from the winner, we are looking at engaging all finalists. We would like to use the opportunity to appreciate the Ministry of Youth and Sport for their support, understand, and contribution so far. Also, special thanks to QTV and QCell being our official partner this year. Special thanks to the Managing Director of the Q Group of Companies, Mohamed Jah, for making this partnership a reality. On this note, I declare Rising Stars Season 3 officially open.
Head of QTV Marketing, Kuji Kar, says QTV and QCell will give their full support to this year's competition to make sure the event is bigger and better.
One of our objectives as a television, you would notice that Rising Star is in line with our objective as a television to showcase Gambia in a very positive light. When you look at international media, you see other countries, you hardly see Gambia and talents. But we have talents here. So the idea of Rising Star showing the Gambians talent, different arts and singing, dancing, performing, different performing arts, it only makes sense that as a television we showcase them to the world. So we're excited, really excited about this partnership. And as Sheikh Omar said, everybody has been seeing the advertisement already on TV and they're looking forward to seeing the show on TV. We are really also very excited because we think this is positive, not only for the country, but for the individual acts as well.
Speaking at the conference, Exmal Francis, who will be one of the judges of the Rising Star Africa, talks about his expectation of the show and encourage others to come forward.
It's not just about who wins at the end of it all. That's only maybe the icing on the cake. But the important thing is having a platform to showcase what you can do. And using that platform to build your own platform. A lot of people don't get this. Now, how do you use that to gain from that? Now, once you can figure that out, you become a winner. So it's not just about who wins at the end of the day. It's about using the platform to build something. Now, I'm going back to what we should be expecting this year. Well, you said it, bigger and better, right? So, I mean, I guess that's pretty much it. And we're looking forward to seeing more talented young people to take it up and be more serious about it. You know, it's not just about having fun, but it's also about, you know, putting in your all, knowing that even if you get rejected at the end of the line, you have put in your all and somebody somewhere recognizes that. And most times it's not about you not being good, it's about the next person having done better.
Since its inceptions, QTV has played an important role in promoting the Gambia's entertainment industry this year. Rising Star African competition is officially sponsored by QTV and QCell. Talented and interested participants can pick up application forms at the QCell head office, Caraba Avenue, and Banks Entertainment office in Bakau, Newtown. Reporting for QTV Entertainment News, I am Babukar Fati.
Climate Action for Peace was the theme for International Peace Day event organized by the National Youth Council and partners held at the Regional Education Office in Brikama. Lamin Dabo files in this report.
The event, organized to raise awareness on the need for climate action for peaceful coexistence in the Gambia, was also attended by a delegation of 19 chiefs from Guinea-Bissau, headed by their paramount chief. The chairman of the National Youth Council, Dembo Kambi, explains the effects of climate on women and youth.
So that makes it prudent on all of us that we cannot get peace when our climate is in problem. We cannot get peace when our people are displaced. If you talk about the issue of climate change, it is causing unemployment. And when young people do not have jobs, what they will do, that's what normally people said, if you don't engage young people positively, other issues around them will engage them negatively, and that will undermine the peace in this world.
Serafin Wakana, the UN resident coordinator, explains the importance of peace, especially during the Gambia's transition process.
So this day, we are partnering with the National Youth Council because we are happy to see that the young people in the Gambia are ready to really work on the peace and have all communities, and including the government, to really join our hands and make sure that peace is a key message in the Gambia.
The Gambia's ambassador in Guinea-Bissau, His Excellency Aliou K. Jammeh, says the visiting chiefs will share valuable lessons learned from their past conflicts with the Gambian people.
To prevent eruption of violent conflict, and the need to strengthen mechanisms for peace and peace building and coexistence and respect for diversity in our communities. In the absence of peace, nothing can happen. Peace is the main ingredient that is a determinant factor to drive any kind of development.
The Speaker of the Children's Assembly, Sarata Sise, urged the organizers and participants to make commitments towards tackling climate change.
Let's stop cutting down trees.
Let us stop polluting the environment.
Let us stop polluting the environment.
For a better world.
For a better world.
For a better future.
For a better future.
And for better living of everybody.
And for better living of everybody.
Together we can do it.
Together we can do it.
For QTV News, Lamin Alai Fandin Dabo.
We will go for a short commercial break. When we return, the news continues. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. It is the new era in broadcasting. We showed it to you with our continuously improving content, with thousands of viewers around the world. Now, how do you take advantage of our existing and constantly increasing viewership? Advertise with QTV and reach a large audience. Call us on 324444 or email marketing@qtv.gm. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. QTV Gambia. QTV, a new era in broadcasting.
Light. From the beginning of time, light has been there.
It is integral to our survival and to our way of living.
We need light to work,
to build,
to grow things, and even to see our loved ones.
Light makes things easier and better.
So QCell has changed the way you buy Q-Power to make it easier and more accessible.
You can now access the same service quickly and get your Cash Power tokens instantly with the new QCell Q-Power code.
To light up your world, simply dial *363#.
With a touch of your fingers,
with ease and convenience from the comfort of your home or office,
you can bring light into your world instantly with *363#.
Q-Power, lighting your world.
QCell Sunyabus.
We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, this is QTV News. The Sheikh Abdullah Jah Charitable Foundation conducted its 79th free medical services and survey in rural communities in Fonyi. The aim is to offer medical care to improve the health conditions of people in remote communities. Ajibintu Drame was there and she reports.
The free medical service clinic was held in the village of Kandungu and was attended by 7 other villages located within the area, all of whom benefited from the free medical treatment. This time, the treatment focused on 3 thematic areas, namely high blood pressure, diabetes and worm infestation in children. The foundation has been operating since 2004 and has rendered valuable medical services to many communities across the country. Ansumano Dabo, the Alcalo of Kandungu village, explains more.
Pregnant women suffer the most due to the poor road conditions. We want everybody to know we have road problems. So we are grateful for this help. We are calling on the government to help us with good roads.
According to Gambian health officials, the rate of people suffering from HBP and diabetes is on the increase. Fabakari Tarawale, a senior volunteer, gives an assessment of the survey.
What I observe is that for those of us who have been at the registration table there, where we also take the vital signs after registration, I have observed that many of the people in this community have high blood pressures. Their pressures are high when taken. And that is a topic that our doctors talked about at the beginning of the session in the morning.
Mariama Jammeh, a beneficiary, expressed gratitude to the Jah Foundation, saying the free medical treatment will help them greatly.
I am very happy today because we live in the village and we don't have good roads. If you are sick, to get to the hospital is a problem. The drivers avoid this road.
Another beneficiary, Ali Omari, shares the same sentiments.
For these people that came to our village and treat our patients or treat our people, it is very, very beneficial to us. But we are very far from the hospital. So if somebody came and give you free medical care, it was very beneficial to us. From here to the clinic, we walk for 3 or 4 kilometers. So we are far.
According to Njaga Sise, a volunteer from the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, says most children in the village are suffering from anemia, fever and malaria. The free survey and treatment are therefore very much needed and welcomed. Ajibintu Drame, QTV News.
LB Gay & Sons Company has won the Standard Chartered Bank 2019 five-a-side football tournament. 16 teams, all banking with the bank, took part in the 2-day competition. Our reporter Mamudu Gajaga followed developments at the Independence Stadium in Bakau over the weekend and he now reports.
The road to Anfield is the big prize won by LB Gay & Sons team after a 3-1 victory against Invisible 7 in a close contest. There were scenes of wild jubilations at the final whistle. The winners knew this means they would have the chance of a lifetime to watch Liverpool Football Club in action at Anfield in December.
When I just shout, it's crazy. It's just like, I have a favorite player in Anfield, like this guy, Fabinho. Okay, he's just like an idol to me, okay? And standing at the stage just watching him I'm sort of what, definitely. It's crazy, yes, definitely.
The 2-day five-a-side tournament had been very competitive, with 4 groups of 4 teams each, on a small pitch and goalpost. Despite the size of the pitch, the tournament was in sort of goals. On day 1, Standard Chartered Ladies team played against MRC in a match that did not only show a flattering scoreline, but much fun.
We are super proud because this is the team that the whole of SCB depends on, and it is our fourth match, so they gave us this team and we played against them, and we even managed to have 1 goal, so that's what makes our team to be so proud and super proud as ladies.
There were other prizes too. For the runners-up, most valuable player, best goalkeeper, and the Medical Research Council team got the 3rd place prize. Ngany Kebe, the team's captain, reflects on how tough it was to play 6 matches within 2 days.
It was really tough, and most of the players are really competitive. Most of them are Nawetan, and some are even zonal players, and are even divisional players. So compared to our standards here, we just do what we do. We don't have much training because of the nature of our work, but yet with our, as I said, with our perseverance and our determination, we were able to come in as victorious.
Standard Chartered Bank has been the official sponsor of Liverpool Football Club since 2010. The Road to Anfield has been organized in countries where the bank has a presence. Mustafa John, the head of the bank's corporate affairs and branding in the Gambia, talks about the competition.
It's been absolutely fantastic. The teams came out. We had 16 teams in the beginning, and now we have a winner. LB Gay is the winner. So we are very happy that it went well. Our clients came, had fun, played the games. So all in all, it has been really successful. We had 2 local Gambian artists as well that came and performed and entertained the people that came. So we're really happy, and we're thankful that you guys came and covered the event as well. We're always looking to give back to our clients. So we want to say thank you. As you know, Standard Chartered sponsors Liverpool Football Club. So this is something that happens across the world in all our markets. So it's a way of giving back, and as you said, it's the ultimate prize. So it's an opportunity for you to go to Liverpool and of course watch a live game, spend some time with the Liverpool legends, and even have a training sessions at the academy as well. So it's a very exciting prize, and the winner are very grateful and happy, and we're also grateful that they came, and we want to say a big thank you.
Momodu Gajaga, QTV News.
Before we end this news bulletin, let's recap our main headlines. The scheduled debate on the President's State of the Nation address, which should have commenced on Monday, has been adjourned by deputies to Wednesday. This was due to the absence of the Vice President, who is out of the country on an official business. 2 witnesses on Monday appeared before commissioners of the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission. Awasane Bite, a police officer, and Alaji Dabo, former vice president of the Gambia Students' Union, testified on the April 2000 students' protest, in which over a dozen students were killed, while many others sustained serious injuries. The 2019 season of Rising Stars Africa is declared open, the organizers Banks Entertainment announced at a recent press conference. LB Gay & Sons Company has won the Standard Chartered Bank 2019 5-a-side football tournament. 16 teams, all banking with the bank, took part in the 2-day competition. That is all we have for you in this edition of QTV News. Join us same time tomorrow for more news. Thanks for your company.